Hi everyone and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Rosanna and I hope you're ready because today we're making flour tortillas. This recipe literally takes me back to the moments where I used to make them with my mom, my aunt, my grandmother on a chimney made from clay. These come out delicious and I know you're going to enjoy them. But before we get started, I would like to invite you to subscribe, like and share this video. And do not forget to click the notification bell so that every time I upload a new recipe, you're notified. Okay, let's get to it. Start by adding 3 tablespoons of vegetable shortening and 2 tablespoons of butter into 1 cup of water. Place in the microwave for about 50 to 60 seconds or until the shortening and butter melt. Do not leave in there for so long. We want our water to stay warm. Once everything is melted, whisk to combine and set aside. For the dry ingredients, in a deep bowl, add 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Mix everything by hand. Once it all looks well incorporated, add the warm water mix and keep mixing until the water and flour form a mass. By the way, know that the full recipe will be down in the description area for your convenience. And keep mixing, we are almost there. For the most part, the bottom and sides of the bowl look clean. At this point, knead for about 5 to 10 minutes in the bowl, or if it's too uncomfortable, you can transfer to a working area and knead there. The dough is pretty firm, so you don't need to dust flour. We actually want to avoid adding any more at this point. Once finished, form the dough into a ball and then wrap with plastic wrap. If you'd rather leave it in the bowl and cover with a clean kitchen towel, you can, but make sure you lightly rub shortening all around the dough to prevent it from drying out. At this point, let it rest for about 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes are up, take a look at how smooth, soft, and elastic it is. Grease your hands with shortening, then divide into 2-ounce balls for a medium-sized flour tortilla. The size of the tortilla will depend on the amount of dough you have in each ball. You can adjust to your liking. Take each one in your hands and turn and tuck under to make them tight and smooth. It's pretty simple, but if it's a little confusing, you can do it on the table one at a time. Or if you're feeling adventurous, 2 at a time. Just like this. Set them aside and continue until you are finished with all of them. Lightly rub them with shortening, this way they don't dry out. Then cover with a wrap or towel and let them rest for another 20 to 25 minutes. This will make the molding stage easier since they won't be resistant. It's time to make the tortillas. This specific part I consider a talent. Don't worry, we're not going to attempt anything complicated in this video. Lightly flour your working area and the rolling pin. Place one of the balls in the center and roll in one direction, then turn. Continue rolling and turning until you achieve a thin, round tortilla. It may not be perfect, but try your best. We want it as round as possible. At the end, you can also stretch out with your fingers to try to make it thinner and more round. And this is how thin we want it. Now let me show you how I like to make them. I roll my tortilla halfway and then remove from the table and place it on the side of my hand. With the other hand, I stretch gently to thin out the edges all around in a continuous movement as I rotate. When needed, gently stretch from the center out to make sure we achieve a uniform thickness. My hand is now visible as the tortilla gets thinner, so I'm going to stop here. Preheat the comal or a big enough non-stick pan to medium heat, and once hot, add the tortilla. You will notice it will fluff up beautifully. Wait for the underside to develop golden brown spots and is thoroughly cooked to flip it. To flip it, you can use a spatula if desired or any tool of your choice. I'm used to doing it with my hands, but I do not recommend it if you have never done it. I basically grew up turning tortillas by hand, so I can do it without getting burnt. Believe me, it can get very hot, so take precautions. Let the other side finish cooking and it will also develop golden brown spots. Do not let it crisp up. We want to preserve the soft texture. By the way, I did not fast forward so you can see it does not take very long to cook. I'm going to make another one with a rolling pin only. This way I can show you a better shot of the thickness. And this is how thin I like to make them. By hand I can go thinner, but this works wonderfully as well. Let's cook it and see for ourselves. It is gorgeous. Earlier I mentioned how I consider the molding stage to be a talent. It truly is. I lived most of my childhood in Mexico, and where I'm from, women made them entirely with their hands, no rolling pin. The whole process is amazing. They stretch them out so thin without a single rip. I cherish the beauty and culture and what it offers, and whenever possible I practice things I learned while cooking with family. Stretching the tortillas by hand towards the end brings me joy, and if you decide to give it a try, you won't regret it. If you don't feel comfortable, you can still enjoy amazing flour tortillas by using the rolling pin. There is no shame in that. I myself need a jump start with it. We are in this together. My mother makes them by hand and she has years of experience. I mean, she used to make dozens daily. By sharing these stories, I hope to encourage you to make your very own. Okay, so there you have it. Some delicious, fresh, tender, and soft tortillas. You are sure to love these. Okay, we reached the end. Remember, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.